It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a sour beer from North Brewing Company that I'd like to show you. Here it is. It's called Sound of Joy Summer Sour and it's 4.5% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. I think you all know where I am with sour beers right now. I'm either going to really love a sour beer or I'm going to really not like it at all. There's a few different types of sour beer. There's sour beers that are soured through the natural brewing process, or I say natural brewing process. You can kind of fork off a sweet beer. Instead of using that sweet malt to make a nice sweet beer, you can fork it off in another direction by using lactobacillus. It kind of, almost in very simplistic terms, there's a fork in the road. It wants to go sweet. You put a blocker there, you block the sweetness path of the road, and it goes off into being a sour beer. And that's lactobacillus. You can also, technically, and this is what the word technically I use, you can also use fruit to sour a beer. And that's a different type of sourness for me. That's like more of a sharpness than a sourness. But it was explained to me, let me get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. It was explained to me by a brewery that actually came here and stood at this very bar. Their explanation was, do you know where you get kind of some IPAs, the IBUs, the International Bittering Units, they're higher than other IPAs. There's a scale. You have some bitter beers that are kind of marginally bitter, and then you have like your Crazy Mike Polish beers that are 100 IBUs, or Mackellar's 1000 IBU. You know, there's ways of brewing beers. There's bitter beers, there's not so bitter beers. He said if you put that same mindset with a sour beer and you use that kind of fruited sour as more of a, like the first rung on the ladder, he said you might get on with it a bit more. You might kind of accept it a bit more. We got a 1 finger white head, good levels of slow moving carbonation. It's a straw coloured beer. And apart from the condensation on the glass, that's because I've had the beer out the fridge about 15 minutes. It's still quite cold. It's a relatively clear beer. Let's get the aroma on this one then. Well, now. Now this has got the, I'm going to take a wild stab at this one. This has got that kind of lactobacillus, that Brettanomyces. It smells like a proper sour. Sharp, sour, fruity, lovely. Lots of white wine aromas going through, especially with that kind of carbonation. It's like a kind of slightly reminds me of a sparkling white wine. It smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh. 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 Oh, amazing. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows. Oh. Oh, that's the sour beer that I love. I absolutely love that style of sour beer. That is so sour. That is like pulling your eyeballs out sour. That is fantastic. That is brilliant. My goodness me. That is just the most... Yes. Yes. Proper sour beer. Oh. Oh. That is the most, for me, eye-opening, fantastic. It's so refreshing. So refreshing. It starts off with that carbonation pushing the beer round the inside of the mouth, releasing more of that flavour. It's so drinkable, it's so clean, it's so crisp. It is fabulous. It's like blown my mind. It's blown my mind because I went down that whole road of kind of like almost covering myself off, almost covering my bases. You never know with a British brewed sour beer if it's going to be one of those fruited sours that gives you a little tingle of sourness, or it's going to be like a full-on crazy bonkers sour. And this is a fantastic crazy bonkers sour, as I like to call it. We got this new window cleaner. My wife got him in to do the windows. He's only been a couple of times, and this is the first time he's seen me. He's probably thinking, what's going on here? He's probably thinking, why is there a man talking to his kitchen window? Tell you what though, he didn't clean the bottoms. He did not clean the bottoms. My wife said last time, did he clean the bottom windows? I said, I'm not sure, I don't think so. No, he's definitely not cleaned the bottom windows. He's just done the tops. Oh well. We'll have to give him half the money. Going back to this beer, there's a fruit in there that I'm just slightly kind of, oh, he's back to do the bottom window. There's a fruit in here that's just kind of slightly damn, window cleaner's doing my head in. That I'm trying to identify. There's a fruit in here. It's a very kind of familiar fruit. I'm going to guess either grapefruit or pineapple. It's either grapefruit or pineapple. Should we have a look? Ingredients: water, barley, oats, pineapple, lactose. There's your lactose. And there's some coconut in it as well, and yeast. Brewed in can at North Brewing Company in Leeds, 4.5% ABV. Sound of Joy Summer Sour. Now then, if you love your big, full-on sour beers, then this is the one for you. This is your kind of British brewed Belgian sour style beer. That is, it is terrific. There's no other words for it. This is one of the best. This is one of the best sour beers that I've ever drunk that's been brewed in the UK. If not the best, it's brilliant. North Brewing Company, I love this enough to give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.